Right, what are we doing now? What are we doing? Okay, I'm live. I wanted to run some trains and I thought, well, I may as well set the video up, have some live broadcasting at the same time. So that's the plan. So what I've got to do is run some trains. I might get Cornell Street running as well, but I'll have to move the camera, we'll do that a bit later. Don't know how long this video's going to be. It's lovely and sunny outside today. In fact, it has been for the last 2 days. So shame on you if you're in here watching train videos. Um, but hey, who cares? It's the model railway, and that's what we love. Just make sure the lights turned on and off. So we got some trains to run, have we? We got a A3 Flying Scotsman and A4 60023 Golden Eagle on both lines, up and down. The last couple of days, I've really been thinking about doing a new layout. Sadly, it's not going to happen yet, but I am planning it, and I got some great ideas. Still be Eastern region, of course. So, um, I let Flying Scotsman run for a bit. However, I do want to swap him over. We also have the Elizabethan on the one line over here. I might just, we might get the Elizabethan running. It's my favourite train to run on the layout. I really do love the Elizabethan. I didn't plan to run it until I finished the layout, but hey, we never finish a model railway. I went to the Thornbury Model Railway show yesterday and had a great time. First time I drove that far in my own car, and I gotta say, I enjoyed it. You know, I don't drive that much. I drove to Gloucester and that, but I don't really drive that far. And one of the reasons I wanted to pass my driving test was so I could go to Model Railway exhibitions farther away, and I didn't have to rely on someone taking me. And yeah, it was great driving to Thornbury. I had to go over the Severn Bridge, first time driving over there, so that was interesting. I've been over that hundreds and hundreds of times, but I've never drove over it. So that was fun. The show was really good. I did manage to pick up a couple of items, which we'll see in this video. I might even start with that. I got one here. The Dundas Models 009 brake van kit. And never built a 009 kit before. Looking forward to doing that one. I think I got another one of these waiting to be picked up at the model shop. So that'd be interesting. I'll do two of them. Yes, I got to paint my own livery on them, so that'll be fun. Because I want to. I don't know what livery I'm gonna go for. Anyway, let's get running some trains. So I got my controllers here. Let's get Flying Scotsman running. You might not hear me over the trains running. Also, if you do comment, I won't be able to see because the camera's set up out of shot to me, so I can't actually see what the comments say. But thank you for commenting, and I'll go over later on. Let's get Flying Scotsman going. Yes, Flying Scotsman's blue. The amount of people who say, "Why have you took the smoke reflectors off Tornado?" It's Flying Scotsman. This is a very rare limited edition model of Hornby gun. Exclusive to Marks and Spencer's, the Flying Scotsman set came with 3 coaches and the controller and a bit of track. And we got derailment. Why have we got a derailment? That's interesting. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to see this because it's behind the camera, but another derailment. I caught it. I always run the trains quite slow anyway at the beginning, just in case there's something in the track and I haven't noticed it and the train's hit it. That way you don't have expensive crashes, which I've had a few of them. 1 or 2 on this layout, so that's not too bad. The last one was pretty big. Wiped out 2 coaches, believe it or not. And you probably think I'm exaggerating a bit, but I'm not. It destroyed 2 coaches. I don't know why that coach derailed, you know. He's derailed quite a long way. But, that might be why. So the rake that's behind Flying Scotsman is Just a generic, you know, what you would have seen on the East Coast Main Line in the 50s and 60s. Not one of the special trains like the Elizabethan and that. Just your generic passenger train. And in this rake, I have a Thompson and a ex-LMS coach. And I think that's the one that derailed. Now that's the Dapol ones you can buy. The rest of the coaches are Mark 1s. One Backman buffet and the rest of the Harry Potter coaches, believe it or not. But they've been customised for close coupling. I picked them up cheap a couple of years ago. And because they were so cheap, I customised the couplings on them and they look really nice with the full rake. Just going to make sure I don't derail again. That is okay that time. Right, in the other direction we have 60023 Golden Eagle running. Here he comes. A new full brake coach behind the loco. Kind of got a blue theme going on at the moment. One of my favourite liveries. Not my favourite, but I do like the livery. Notice I'm not running the trains that fast. There's no need to. This is a running session. I don't want to run them fast today. We've got several new locos on the way. And you may see one of them very soon. Another item I picked up was this British Railway van. It actually says National Coal Board, so I'm not sure if it's in the wrong box or not, but yeah, not bad. I picked that up from the Cheltenham stand. I want to get some British Railway vehicles like this in this livery, so that's one of the things I've got to be focusing on the end of this year. They're running really well. The rake that's behind the A4 is a rake I'm working on. All the rakes I'm working on will be coupled up as always that consist. So they'll always be in that form. And this one that's running is, we got the new full brake, the Thompson, the Mark 1 Hornby, 2 Gresleys, an LMS coach and another LMS coach. Those two LMS coaches, they won't be in that consist. That is just for running purposes at the moment, just to make the train look a bit more complete. The problem is, the Thompson coaches you can buy, which I got loads of. Let me just grab one. I got loads of these coaches. They are fantastic. They look great with the A4s. The only problem is, if you have 7 of them in a rake, like the Elizabethan, which amazingly ain't that bad, but their wheels don't move smoothly enough. So I got all these coaches, Thompsons, that need new wheels. And they need it because the trains struggle with them. 6 coaches and the A4 will wheel spin. Now, saying that, that is not the problem with the Elizabethan rake. That is no problem whatsoever. So I don't understand why it's on all the others and not the Elizabethan rake. So we'll get the Elizabethan running in a bit. But I have loads of these Thompson coaches. I'm probably hitting 40 to 50 of them at the moment. And that's because I got a load of them cheap and I fell in love with the Thompson coaches. And I got so many of them. I just need to get some blown custom livery ones really. I got 1 or 2, which you can see in both trains running. But it's mainly maroon ones. You got squeaky tender on the French Scotsman. You always get that with the A4s and A3s by Hornby. Every single one I got is quite squeaky. I put oil on it, doesn't solve it. So, I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing wrong now. Other things I bought at the show, I didn't spend that much because I'm really saving up for some projects coming up. And today I've been to my first ever RC racetrack. Took my RC car, my Porsche, my TT02 chassis, and really enjoyed it. I have some speed, I'm quite good at it, surprisingly. So I'll do up that chassis and get that there. And if you want to see videos on my RC stuff, my RC modelling channel and anything else to do with models is the Hobby Model RC Maniac. Or RC Hobby Model Maniac, I'm not too sure on that. But you'll find it's got a picture of my blue Merc on my lorry. I do like the Hornby A4s. I got 3 Batman ones. I think Batman stopped doing them now. There's no competition against Hornby stuff. And Hornby will possibly do Sir Nigel Bresley when he's released back to Steam. So that'll be interesting. I will be getting a model of that, I'm sure. As long as it's BR. If it's not BR, I'm not going to bother. I'm kind of holding out really until they do that. There's 1 or 2 new trains lying about you might see. A Ferrari tank, class 31, 37, sorry. So I need to put the stuff away in the box whilst I'm waiting. Got some detailed parts lying about. That's 57, so that's 1 box. I don't know where the box is for that then. So the 009's running now. I've actually got some track in the fiddle yard and I can store some trains and it works really well. I'm hoping to get a video on it very soon because the layout is running really nicely. I do wish now I had a bigger one, bigger 009, but it's plenty for what I need at the moment. Oh, I did buy a N-gauge Pico points as well for the now gauge. Just to put in the fiddle yard. I'm using N-gauge track in the fiddle yard just to save some money on the points really. You save about £2. As it was, I bought one from the show for £6. That's like £4 cheaper than they are at the moment in shops, so I was really pleased for that. Right, what I'm going to do is stop the Flying Scotsman. I'm going to put a different train on. I'm going to get a drink, so just enjoy the Golden Eagle going by. Just move my chair. I'll show you another item I got to the show as well. Right, I've got a drink. That's the main thing. Nowhere to put it, mind. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Right, we've got to swap the train over. So Flying Scotsman in blue is no longer. We'll get hit by an A4. It's one of my favourite rates to run, this one being Flying Scotsman. I do want to swap one coach, and that's the Buffet, just because I don't think it looks that good with that. But I'm nowhere to put these trains in either. I have to stop storage over them. What shall we have running? Shall we get a 4? I'll tell you what, something a little bit different. Let's get my new class 37 running. Now this one's to be chipped, of course, DCC fitted. No coupling, so I might just have to put a coupling on. But let's get running, you know? Let's run something a little bit different. If I can find a spare coupling. Took the couplings off it, that's the problem. There we go. That shouldn't cause any problems. Just making sure the link coupling doesn't get involved here, because it gets in the couplings and then you have a crash. Could you get your own? You should be able to. Let the A4 pass. So this is number 37242. My not latest locomotive, because I have the Prairie, so I would say latest, but it's not anymore. If you're a 37 fan, here you go. I do like the 37s, and the reason I bought this one, like I said, for Cornwall Street. This is actually, I think, the first time he's ran with a train. So that's interesting. Make sure he doesn't derail. Interior lighting as well, which is nice. Hopefully that'll all be controlled by the chip, with the chip put in. I feel we get a freight train running as well. Because the freight trains are the main. So I'll stop Golden Eagle in the right place. There we go. So I am looking at doing a new layout. I'm not going to say too much on it because I don't know if it's going to happen yet, but I am looking at doing something different, and you know when I know what I'm doing, so yeah. But I'm going to do something different, I hope. I've enjoyed doing Stoke Summit, but for running purposes, it's great. Because I can just sit here, enjoy the A4s, go by, stop the A4, I've got a freight train in the loops, and then just put a freight train on, and it works really good. But storage, again, is a problem. Every time I build a layout, storage is a problem. I want to just flick a switch and send a different train out every time a different train enters the filler yard. And that's what I need to do. I want to do something that I can manage to do that in. And this, every time I go to a model railway show, it kind of brings it on. But this was a couple of days before I went to Thornbury that I was thinking about this. Close, that is running very nicely at 37. So I'm not going to tell you too much about it, because like I said, I don't think it's going to happen yet. But I am thinking about it. And we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen yet. Just going to move this camera around a bit. No, I've only just noticed it's very dark. Now, why is it so dark? The light's on in here. Sorry about that, I didn't even realise. Let's see if I can open the blinds a bit. These blinds haven't been opened in a very long time. Probably 2 years. I don't think they've ever been opened. And I can't reach them. There's me pliers. The pliers will reach them. Thank God they get short. This has just turned into how to open blinds video. I got the nothing back there. Yeah, it's getting lighter. It's getting lighter. Oh, nuts. No, it's still on the video up. And plus the stick come off. Oh, this is just not going well. Just enjoy the train, because I curse and everything. That's not happening. Well, it's brighter in here. I don't know why it's not brighter on the camera. Maybe I should move the camera. Have a look. Let's see. Bear with the wobbly camera. I think what it is, there we go. It might have been the light coming through the window. And the camera was trying to, you know. Yeah, sorry about that. The camera was trying to focus. Oh, we got a derailment? Nope. I could hear something. Yes, sorry about that. I didn't realise the camera was that bad. And until I checked up on it. So yeah, I apologise for the first 20 minutes of filming. The camera was dark. Should always check. Right, let me move the camera. There we go. So there's my 8F, my first ever 8F, 48773, as preserved at the Severn Valley Railway. And I have the original footage of this one running as well, in 1958 or 59, I can't remember now, but I got that somewhere on my computer saved. Someone sent me a file years ago, and they said, "Oh, you got this, loco?" And yeah, it was this train running with a coal train. They had taken off the VHS onto a computer. I think I have the VHS now with a. Most kids probably thinking, what's the VHS? Well, it's a video. What you used to put into the VHS set. It's all DVDs and modern stuff today. That 37 is running very nicely. So I do like my freight trains. I'm sure a lot of you know that. I've been working on a project for a while at the back there. All those wagons, they are just waiting for some couplings now, and that is the empty coal train that will be pulled by a number of engines, to be honest, but mainly my Robertson's O2s, if I ever get any. I will get one or two. They'll also be pulled by the Q4 Raven, or Q1. I got Q1, the Q2 and the Q4, I think. I've got so many engines, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I do like the freight trains. That freight train's running nice. 37's running nicely as well. 37's always a fan favourite. Amazingly, I only have 2 of them. Okay, so just noticed that the wagons are catching one of the pillars. I thought that pillar was close to the track the other day. It must have moved. I thought it was stuck down, so obviously not. So I just bent it back a bit. It's a pillar that holds up Cornell Street. But the other day I thought that's dangerously close to the line. Just making sure, yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, so I'm sure you can see the narrow gauge railway down here. So what I'm going to do is lower the camera and I'm going to run some narrow gauge at the same time. There we go. So I'm very fortunate to have a good sized room to have 3 layouts in. Stoke Summit, the Millvale Railway, and of course Cornell Street. So what we're going to do is run some trains on the narrow gauge railway. If you're a narrow gauge fan, well done on being a fan of it. It's a growing hobby of mine. I've got nowhere to put these engines. See storage. I'm going to sort some out. I've got A4s everywhere as well. Guillemots. I know you bought a new Guillemot the other day at the show because there was one there. £19 I think it was, or £80. And mine is a poor runner. So I'm thinking about that. Before we get the narrow gauge running, the last thing I bought from the show, this is the Thompson Suburban coaches. Very nice by Hornby. Got a plan of having a nice couple of rakes of these. So what I'm doing at the moment, I pre-ordered a nice rake. Hornby are releasing some new ones of these, wooden body ones. So I pre-ordered a nice rake of them, and I also got some in the shop waiting to be picked up. So yeah, looking forward to that. Nice little coach. I'll say it again, that 37's running really nicely. Right, so let's send the passenger train, shall we, into the station on the Millwall Railway. I have named everything on the line. I just can't remember it. But everything has been named on this railway, so. Right, train's coming. I mean, it'll take a while to come in shot because he's coming from behind the camera from the fiddle yard. I'll give you a tour for a layout in a bit. And I don't run them fast. This is meant to be a nice slow railway, so I don't want to run trains fast. And also, because it's a small railway, it really helps running the trains slower because they take longer to get to the destination. You'll start seeing them coming into the right of the camera. There we go, you can just about see them now. So there's 3 lovely coaches. That's the Pico coaches. Now they are expensive, they're about £40 a coach in some places. But they are nicely detailed. I will be fitting people to all the coaches on here. He's actually running faster than the freight train at the moment. Comes into the station. I have to get some kind of uncoupling technique for these nowadays trains. I'm sure there's something like that though. So I've got a nice loop in the station where the trains can run around. Always good. I might send the little diesel down the line and take the coal train up the line. Oh, I also got one of the new Barclays. I don't know if you've seen that. By Hattons, they are very nicely done. I'll show you that in a second. In fact, we might even get them running in a bit. So the little Barclays by Hattons are very nicely done. Here he is, little Barford. Little Barford has a unique paint scheme, as you can see. Very nice. Right. So what I'm going to do is send a little shunting diesel in. He's a shunting diesel, but he's also their works train. Nice little diesel. The model's by Lilliput. You'll see him in the bottom right. There we go. Go and get the coal train. Coal train. Yeah, so I'm kind of loading off on working on the layout at the moment, just in case I do can change things on all the layouts, to be honest. We'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm not planning anything massive at the moment. Well, coal train's coming. So ideally, when the trains come back, they always stop at the level crossing. I didn't do that. I forgot. But the idea is the train would pick up the token at the level crossing to go into the station to allow the other train to come in, and also give the time for the crossing guard to come out and stop the traffic. I do like the coal train, the Oppas. It's very nice. And obviously behind the camera we have another station. So there are 2 stations online. However, the station behind the camera is only for the small trains. So like 1 coach or 2 coaches. Not for the express, the big 3 coaches. There we go. 37 running very nicely. I do want to get another one into these ones. They're very good. Really, very good. Right, what we're going to do is send a little passenger train down the line. If you allow me. And this passenger train's also going to have some freight that means moving into the goods yard. One of the things I really love about narrow gauge railways is you can kind of get away with more. And I mean, you can do what you want with your railways anyway, that's the beauty of that. But with a narrow gauge railway, I was talking to a chap at the show yesterday, and he said you don't get too many people coming over saying, well, that ain't right, and that ain't right. And that's because narrow gauge railways were built just to do the simplest task. We'll better change the points actually before we get going. Which was enough passing on there. The train's got to stop in the station and then he manoeuvre the wagons around and everything. Also, if you haven't seen the viaduct part of the layout, I will show you that. It's one of my favourite parts, not finished. Of course, nothing's ever finished with me, but it does look very nice. Train's just stopped at the first station. I'm hoping to get one of my friends here one day and do a special video on the Millbell Railway, doing a proper run-in and everything. But it does take 2 people. I can't do it on my own because I need to get the camera following the train, control the signals and that when that'll be all done. Note the signal here does work, not yet, but it will work. So trains come in now to the crossing. So like I said, all trains must stop at the crossing to get their token. And there's actually a guard stood there waiting for the train. So he would now hand over the token to the driver. The crossing guard will now come over to the road, which is not painted. I want to get that finished soon. And then the train can go to the station. Notice the freight wagons at the back, they got to be put into the goods yard. Stop there. To be honest, I haven't had much problem with these trains stopping on the points and that. I do use the medium points, and we've lost our wagons. The train's uncoupled. The coupling on the front of the diesel just needs hiring a bit. It's a little bit too low, so it's hard to couple up at times, but that's a 2-minute job. Where's he going? Oh, that's right, I didn't change points, my fault. I'm trying to go into the other track where the train's waiting to leave. Something wrong with that point now. Well, he's in the station. And now the grid lock with the passenger train can leave. So they don't have to stop at the crossing on the way out. Just make sure my dog's alright with that. Yeah, they don't have to stop at the crossing on the way out because of obviously I think the track needs cleaning, to be honest. I think that's a big problem, yeah. They've left the station, so yeah, they won't have to stop at the crossing. Now we've lost the coach now, what's going on? I've got a story to this layout. I'll have to recap it. I'll have to go over it. I'm not too sure if everything's finished yet in it, but it's a nice little story. One thing to note, it is not set in the UK. This railway is set in Europe by the inn, or right on the edge of the Ardennes forest. And for those of you who do not know, the Ardennes forest is Germany, kind of Belgium. I think it's on the borderline of Belgium. I've had to stop the train for a second just because a silly man didn't finish the track work and there's no room for the train. That silly man being me. I'm just sorting that out so we can park the train somewhere. Because at the moment the train can't go nowhere. See, I'm really thinking about doing another exhibition layout. And with that, doing another exhibition layout, I really want to do it, but I don't want to do it on my own. I don't want to go to shows and stay with the layout all day, because I do like looking around other people's layouts. It's one of the things I go for the exhibitions for. So, stood that with my own layout, yes, I don't mind it, but that's one of the reasons I sold my old gauge layout, because I was fed up with just standing there and not being able to see what else was going on. And yes, I asked people to look after the layout for me, people from the club and everything, and that was great. But then they don't know how to run the layout, because I've done it all on my own. You know, it's just... I'm sorry, I'm not in trouble here. I don't know what's going on, actually. I'm in a bit of trouble with putting a bit of track together. Ah, that's why the track's damaged. Okay. Still work though. That's what happens when you think, oh, I've got to film some trains live, and you realise, well, the track ain't done yet. But hey, never mind. It's now done. And I can test this pointer. This is the pointer I picked up at the train show yesterday. I don't know if it works yet, so yeah, here we go. It's coming in now. Yeah, the point works. Just might be a clean, but yeah, it works fine. There we go. The filler yard is just big enough. Might need to be made a little bit bigger, but it works. I'm working with what I got here. I haven't got much room, so yeah, I could make it longer if I wanted to, but you got to think of the trains. The trains aren't that long because they got to fit in the station and everything. Whoops. Right, what I'm going to do is move the camera. I'm going to stop the 37. Stop the goods train. And what I'm going to do, I'm hoping to do, is just move the camera a little bit, not too much. Kind of getting stuck here with the chair. Excuse terrible filming, director. May have just destroyed something else. But we're going to have a look. I don't know if you can see it actually. No, you can't. How about that? So behind all these wagons here, well, you can just see the coaches actually. That's the station behind that wall. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run this little diesel around, and he's going to move the wagons into the yard, and then that will be the end of the video. There we go. I need something just to uncouple the wagons. Very smooth. One of the things I never liked about N-Gage is you see some N-Gage sales and you think the trains aren't running that good, but I mean that's years ago. I thought that N-Gage is a lot better now, more reliable. But when I was doing planning now, Gage, I thought, well, I don't want trains to keep stopping and starting and that, but they don't. They really do run well. And I was talking to the guys at Backman at the show yesterday about the Boardwinds and that, and they said they run really well. And you expect them to, because there's not many Backman engines that do not run very well. The trains seem to, well, it's only as diesel, it seems to get a bit stuck on this point. Now, I don't know if it's because the point's dirty, but he does seem to struggle that at times. He's done it again now. Why does he do that? There we go. It's gone very quiet, hasn't it? That's because the coaches aren't running around. When the coaches run around, they make a racket, especially the Elizabethan. Yeah, I might have a look at that point. It seems to only be at diesel though, so doesn't do it on the other points. So it might just be some small, something not too bad. I can't wait to get more rolling stock and have a nice little shunting day in this loop. There's no sidings, there's a reason for that, because there's not much stock that goes up and down the line, so they don't need it. I mean, I'll do more when I'll explain more about the railway when we get there. Don't stop there, keep going, keep going. But this area is going to be very busy. A lot of people. It's going to be nice when it's done. Got the flatbed with a mini on. I do like that. That was only just to do a picture for Facebook, but no, that came out really nice. So I might keep that. Anyway, that is it for me for Running Trains Live today on, is it the 5th of May or 6th? I'm not too sure. Enjoyed it, I have. I wanted to run some trains, and that's what I've done. Please like, please subscribe. There are plenty more stuff coming. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in the next couple of months. Say August time, that's when I got some big changes happening. Not train-wise, but, well, some train stuff. I don't know, we'll see. I got stuff planned, so, yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I can't read your comments because I'm on the other side of the camera. But thanks for watching. And I might do 1 or 2 videos in a couple of weeks, just showing the layout, do some talks and that. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you all soon. Bye for now. If I can figure out how to turn the camera off.